This video is about how to use a sales agreement in the sales order process. I recommend that you have seen the video of how to create, update and follow up on sales agreements. You can use a sales agreement for a long-term commitment with the customer, use a sales agreement in the sales order process and apply the terms and conditions. The sales is tracked on the sales agreement. Kevin, the sales manager, has just entered a sales agreement into Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012. The sales agreement is based on an agreement with the customer. The commitment the customer made was to buy the product Satellite Speaker Model 1 for $5,000 over the next 6 months. Kevin would then give the customer 10% discount on every sales line made for that product. Another commitment was to buy 2,000 car audio system Model 2 during the next 8 months. Kevin had in return offered a unit price of $120. We can find the sales agreement that Kevin entered into Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 under Sales and Marketing, Common, Sales Orders, Sales Agreements. In that list page we find the agreement. In the line section of the detail page you can see 2 commitments that he entered. The first one is Satellite Speaker Model 1, where the net amount is $5,000. Discount percent is 10 and the expiration date is in 6 months. The next commitment is the car audio system Model 2, where the quantity is 2,000 and the unit price is $120, and it expires in 8 months. On the header we can see that the payment terms are set to 75 days. We go to the customer and find the customer that the agreement is for. Sparrow Wholesales, and we create a new sales order. As there is an effective sales agreement, we will be asked, select the sales agreement that should be used by the sales order. So if you're going to use a sales agreement, then you'll select one. You will see all the effective sales agreement for the customers in the list. I take the one with electronics, and we use that one on the sales order that we create. We can take a look at the header. And see that the payment terms has been transferred to the order. Well, we can start adding lines for the product we have an agreement on. One of them is Satellite Speaker Model 1, where we sell a quantity of, let's say, 30. And the discount percent is default to the line. The unit price is coming from trade agreements or the base price. The other product was car audio system Model 2, and the unit price is defaulted to the line here from the sales agreement, and we will have 75. Now the 2 lines on the sales order is related to each their commitment on the sales agreement that is used on the sales order. However, it's possible to add a new line on the sales order which is not related to that agreement. So in that way the lines can be mixed. In order to use those commitments, the requested ship date on the sales line has to be within the valid period of the commitment defined on the sales agreement. So the requested ship date here is within the valid period. From update line, it's possible to see which commitment that the sales line is attached to and the unit price that is stated on the commitment. From the General tab, Attached Sales Agreements, we can go to the sales agreement and follow up on the sales agreement. On the Line Details Fulfillment tab, it's possible to track the sales that we have made on the sales order. The amount is $5,000 and we have released 918, giving the remaining amount of 4,082. In the same way, we can see for the other commitment that we have 1,925 remaining out of the 2,000 in quantity. We have released 75 of the quantity. When we ship the goods by registering the packing slip, then their respective quantity will move to the delivered field. And when the sales order is invoiced, then the amount or quantity will move to the invoice field. In this way, we can track how far the goods are in the process. From each commitment, it's possible to look up related information, released orders, to see which sales line are fulfilling the commitment. Another way of creating sales orders that are for the sales agreement is by create release order button on the action pane on the sales agreement. Only the product quantity commitments are transferred to this dialog form, and you can enter the quantity for the product that should be included on the sales order. We enter sales quantity 2. This product needs to have the size dimension selected, and from here we create the sales order. On the sales order, you can now enter a sales line for the commitments that was not included on the dialog form. The sales line will be registered as fulfilling the commitment, and the terms price discount will be copied to the sales line. This ends the presentation of how to use a sales agreement in the sales order process.